Hi, this is Manny from Bizmind again. This is part two, how to simulate customers and how to improve your range as a sales pro. We have a Finnish and an English version, and the Finnish version is a little further. We have MP3s, for example, which will be sporting in the English version very soon as well. And we've received a lot of good feedback on that, as lots of salespeople spend a lot of time in cars commuting, and especially the meetings in the afternoon when you're driving home from a meeting. You can't really call any customers after office hours. So that's a sort of like a slack time that you can use for personal development. But okay, let's go to the practice area. Now, is your customer more pedant, distant, critical as of compared to spontaneous, colorful, or enthusiastic? More heart or kind of a mechanic wheel? More fact-centric as of compared to people-centric? More adaptive or dominant? There are a couple of words you Finnish don't. We'll have those translated in a New York minute. But you may remember that my profile is the blue line. I'm more people-centric, more dominant, kind of a inspiring visionary, the extroverted, say first, think then kind of a guy. And now my customer is based on his behavior that I just swept in, an adaptive, fact-centric, the conscientious analyst type. So the exact opposite, really a bad match to begin with for me. So my customer is kind of like turn every stone twice kind of a guy, and I'm like the big picture, looking to the future, all that kind of stuff. Now, the first 4 points are my profile as of compared to my customer's profile, and tips for sort of like a social harmony or how to hit it off. And then, also give some advice on which persuasion methods to use and which ones to avoid. Now, the thumb up is the relevant references. The iceberg is the total cost of ownership, and the gift is the reciprocity. So we actually have evidence-based insight into this, that one of our most active users swept in 100 meetings, and we'll lifted the data and crunched the numbers. We can actually say that these kinds of customers actually respond to these kinds of persuasion methods much better than some of the other ones. For example, the ones underneath, the very personal or intimate approach, the coffee mug, fear of missing out in the middle, and the superhero. Kind of like buy into this, you'll be the CEO 2 years down the road kind of a thing. Then you also get insights into this kind of a customer's general approach. For example, if you happen to have like third-party testimonies, those would be really, really helpful, and all that. But let's say that this is the advice that you get. Now, how am I supposed to play on the give and take or the reciprocity? What are my tactical options? Now you can go, and it's kind of like in the wrong place at the moment. I'm not happy with the navigation, but we're going to change that. And you can go in there, go to the vault, and find persuasion methods. And if you tap on the gift picture, you'll get from 10 to 25 battle-tested tips on how to play on that persuasion method. There's 145 right now, and we're going to do more. We have at least 200 ready to go, and we're going to do combinations so that it doesn't have to be just one persuasion method, as there are usually a sidekick or a third banana involved as well. So that's a vault for various kinds of persuasion methods that you can find in seconds. Whether that's you're comfortable with certain persuasion methods, but you want to expand on the tactical options there, or whether you are not familiar with certain persuasion methods, and it's all blue ocean or all new to you. I guarantee you that there'll be very good insights there. And of course, going back to the practice area, you can also, if I put the same profile there, You can also use this with a CRM at the moment in a way that, for instance, if I swipe this and click on this, click to send this customer's profile code 145, and I can name that this is the Mr. Fat Cat, and then I send it. All of a sudden, I have it in my email, and now I can copy paste to my CRM or to my Excel if I'm just running my own operation without the like an established CRM provider. There are 8 variations to customers. We only have we've broken down the customers to 1 of 4s, so that's an area that will be improved later on as well. But this is the end of part 2. Thank you.